It's too crowded. With the reaction tonight. NJ?
Yeah, Mike, good question. Mamdani clearly believes that won't happen, but his approach will have to be successful. The city's going to have to make major investments in housing, and he believes that affordability is at the root of homelessness. On the coldest day of the season.
I'm sorry. What's been helping affordability in this country right now? The tariffs. So why are they going against the tariffs?
I think, I think is going to happen?
I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? Drop a like, leave a comment, let me know you're in here. We finna have fun tonight.
So as y'all know, Zoran Mamdani, mayor-elect for New York, just won recently, and he's been. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna preface it with it because it might be irrelevant. The Cartier family decided to say something about Mamdani. They said this title of this video is Mamdani finished before it even started. As we know, they're right-leaning black men, which is fine, but their takes don't come from a place of reality, reason, logic, none of that. Facts, truths, policy that makes sense in reality. So my guess is this video is probably going to be about Mamdani picking my son as his prison reform or judicial advisor or prison reform advisor or something. And I'm guessing that's what this is about because a lot of people were talking shit. For those that don't know, my son is a rapper slash prison reform activist, like a black activist who's from New York. And he's done 7 years in prison for robbery. And he got out and changed his life. He didn't plead. Did he plead guilty or he just didn't show up to court? He pled not guilty and didn't show up to court or something. And he got 7 years. So I feel like he got harshly punished for pleading not guilty and then not showing up to trial. And he got 7 years for not even armed robbery. It was robbery. So that just seems excessive for what he did. But he said he maintains his innocence that he didn't do it. I'm assuming that's what they're talking about, but I could be wrong. But that's what everybody's been saying, that Mamdani is ruining his win already. So let's see.
Time flies. Believe it or not, we have just a few weeks left before I take office as the next mayor of New York City. But before then, I would like to quote the great senator from Vermont. I'm once again asking for your support. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about why we need it. We've had a full plate getting ready for January. We're reviewing the more than 70,000 resumes we received, setting up our transition committees, naming our appointees who will turn policy into practice, and planning and budgeting. For an inauguration celebration we are so excited to share with you soon. Also, we can start delivering our affordability agenda from day one. Not skipping a beat. We're already at $3.5 million from more than 30,000 donors, and we're so grateful for each and every one of your contributions. But just as a reminder, transitions do not get public matching funds from the city. That means we need just a bit more to help us run through the tape. And I promise two things. The first, none of that money is being used to buy hand warmers like these. And the second is I will stop making these fundraising videos. So head to transition2025.com and give whatever you can so we can build a city that every New Yorker can afford. Checkmate, so I can once again.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I'm just confused. What was the point of donating?
This is the funniest part of this whole video, junkie.
There's no end. There's an end.
That's the end. That's U and N. UNKEIE.
It say junkie, but what's the point of that though?
You want some money, bro?
I don't understand what they were fundraising for.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. He did say, I guess,
it says for the transition for when he steps into the office. Yeah, his inauguration party.
Would you be more happy that a politician is fundraising than using taxpayer dollars?
Well, I mean, you're going to use taxpayer dollars at one point, but I just don't know, what are you fundraising for? What is the money for? They say he's raised a couple $1 million.
Last weekend, ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant neighbors. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker, and that includes the more than 3 million.
What, junkie? Oh, he said EIE. I didn't even hear that. I don't know what their relationship is to one another. I don't know if they're brothers, cousins, step, God, I don't know.
Immigrants who call the city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights. If you encounter ICE, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. First, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. That looks like this.
I wonder if they're going to have a problem with him telling people what their rights are. Let's see if that's a problem for people. It's just so funny that the right they claim they're about law and order, but when people on the left tell people their rights because they know that most Americans don't know a lot of what their rights are, they get upset about it. Oh God, he said step cuckers. I'm dead. Step cuckers. What's good, y'all? I know y'all enjoying the video, so I'm gonna make this quick, fast, and in a hurry. Some of you may or may not know, but I'm a part of Unfuck America, which is pretty much a counter organization to Turning Point USA, what Charlie Kirk was over. What we do is we host events where we organize debate against people like Turning Point USA and other people on the right. And right now, on December 20th, we're having an event in Phoenix, Arizona, where we're gonna have Destiny and Adam Mockler headlining, where they'll be debating people like Myron Gaines and others on the right. So get your tickets in my description below in this video. And also, if you want to donate and help me and this organization, there's also a link to just simply donate to help. And if you want to volunteer for this event or future ones, there's a link for that too. You guys know that this administration has been running amok, and Unfuck America is to help undo all the bullshit. Back to the video.
If ICE does not have a judicial warrant signed by a judge, you have the right to say, I do not consent to entry, and the right to keep your door closed. Sometimes ICE will show you paperwork that looks like this and tell you that they have the right to arrest you. Hey,
no. Let's keep it 1,000. This is good. This is really good. Like, he's literally telling you, like, this is what should or should not be happening to you, because people do not know this. They do not know this. And if they don't know what to do, they might spaz out and end up in more trouble than they could be. So
that is false. ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may always ask, am I free to go, repeatedly, until they answer you. You are legally allowed to film ICE, as long as you do not interfere with an arrest. It is important.
And he's even saying, I don't know what the Cartier, I'm not trying to judge. I don't know what the Cartier family is going to say about this, so I'm not going to prejudge what they're going to say. But he even said, like, he's telling them what you can't do where you'll get in trouble. Like, don't interfere with an arrest, but you can say, am I free to go? Just don't interfere with an arrest. Like, he's not even being, like, one-sided about it.
To remain calm during any interaction with ICE or law enforcement. Do not impede their investigation, resist arrest, or run. One last thing. New Yorkers have a constitutional right to protest. And when I'm mayor, we will protect that right. New York will always welcome immigrants. And I will fight each and every day to protect, support, and celebrate.
He said immigrants. I hope nobody flips it and say he's trying to support illegal immigrants. Even though technically, they're a sanctuary city, but they have no obligation. But he said immigrants.
Right, our immigrant brothers and sisters.
Fight ICE and more protests.
I ain't gonna.
Wait a minute. Wait. Where did Mamdani say fight ICE? You see what I'm saying? I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. You just straight up lied. He specifically said, don't try to interfere with an arrest with ICE. He said, do not interfere with an arrest with ICE. And this man said, fight ICE and continue to protest. Why do you have a problem with protesting? Why? What is your issue with protesting, sir?
His production team is actually pretty good.
Thank you. You can't deny how good that of a video that was in and of itself.
If you're a regular American, don't pay attention to something, it could get you.
If you're a regular American, the irony is crazy. The irony. Wow. If you're an American and don't pay attention to nothing, it could get you. What? Let's see. I want to please poke holes, please.
Could it though? Obviously in New York, but
think about if he wasn't paying attention to politics like this. This probably
please explain. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, because maybe if you feel bad about the ICE raid,
like think about it. You don't think so?
No.
Be like, oh, man, dumb.
Well, for the young people,
think about it. TikTok. I keep bringing that stat up.
I mean, it's illegal immigrants we're talking about. Like, you're not supposed.
You see what he said? He literally said illegal, and Mamdani said nothing about illegal. Granted, they are a sanctuary city, but that video was not endorsing illegal immigration. He said we're going to protect immigrants. That's what he said. He did not say undocumented or illegal immigrants. Why are you talking about illegal? He said immigrants. Immigrants and American citizens have been harassed by ICE. Are you just unaware of that? Are you? They have to be. You have to be.
Supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand why so many people are upset. And I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody.
Y'all not into politics. Y'all just pontificate. Y'all just opine on shit that you don't know what you're talking about.
Being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z is...
Wait, what?
I could get behind somebody. I don't understand why so many people are upset. And I just don't think, even if I wasn't into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z...
Did he say I can't or can't be behind? I can't tell.
I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American
I
politics.
could.
Even if I wasn't in the politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Okay,
Do
he
you think
said
Gen Z is
could.
50-50 on that issue?
On what?
On illegal immigration?
No.
You think it's more people against it?
I would like to know.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I always thought it was an old problem, because I remember South Park
It's
when I was
definitely,
little.
it's definitely.
So the caption said can, and y'all saying can't. But I'm not saying the caption is 100% because I know it can be wrong. But I in context, it seems like he would say can't.
Not why so many people are upset, and I just don't think, even if I wasn't in the politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being.
I think he said I could, but that don't make sense with what his point is. So I don't know. I really, because this is literally, that word is making a difference in what his position is, and I'm not understanding.
I just don't think, even if I wasn't in the politics, I could get behind somebody not being born.
I think he said I could get. He said I could. He said could get. He didn't say can't or couldn't. He said could.
In America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z is...
So I don't get how that aligns with his position. He's saying I could get behind you not being an American citizen or American citizen and getting into American politics. You said I don't think I could get. Oh,
Supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand why so many people are upset, and I just don't think, even if I wasn't in the politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in.
I don't think I don't think I could. Okay. So yeah, he's basically saying he can't rock with Mamdani because he wasn't born in America. That's what he's trying to say. Okay. Makes sense now. I get it.
America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z is 50-50 on that issue?
On what?
On illegal immigration?
No.
You think it's more people against it?
Arthur, I agree.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I always thought it was an old problem, because I remember South Park
It's
when I was
definitely,
little.
it's definitely no problem. It's not a new problem.
Yeah, since South Park, I've been seeing the jokes about that. He took my job.
I don't know why you think it's a new problem.
I was gonna say, why would Gen Z really care about it? Well, it's taking some of their jobs.
Yeah, I
but-
feel like they're...
Right, PTJ. I'm sure that they know that, but they don't care. Yeah, I think they don't care.
more emotional voters, though.
I don't know. The boomers is looking like the more emotional.
Because hasn't he been here majority of his life? I forgot when he came to America, but I feel like it's majority of his life. Well, he's 34, 35, so sure most of his life he's been here. He don't even have an accent.
voters to me personally, but I might be wrong.
Says 55% of Gen Z are in support of immigration law enforcement. 67 see the benefit of the economic impact. So it says down from it was 80%.
I know, right, Rasta?
I don't be liking numbers though, cause like, how did you get that? Did you get that?
It says down from it was 80%.
I don't be liking numbers though, cause like, how did you get that? Did you get that based off?
Wait, he was the one that was encouraging him to even look it up. These niggas, what the? He was, fam. Did y'all see how giddy he was about Gen Z and if they was in support of this? And now he's looking it up and the numbers aren't in his favor and now he's upset.
More money, more money.
Shout out to Random University for the $2 super chat. You deserve this for putting up with these, with these. Shout out to Random, y'all. Shout out to Random. Oh man. What's the stats then? Says, I don't like numbers. Yes, exactly, Nero. He literally was like, you think Gen Z agree with this? You think Gen Z agree with this? He said, I don't know. Let me look it up. Numbers don't go in his favor. That's why I don't like stats. I don't like what? What the fuck? How do you watch this and just walk away like, yeah, y'all cooking, bro? What? God, even when I've been proven wrong on stream, I held my shit face because I was glad that I checked to know that for the future. Just like Stevie avoided it. There's been times I'm like, man, I don't think the percentage is blah, blah, blah. But I don't stake out a super, super strong claim before I check some if I'm unsure. If I'm unsure about a number, I don't stake out a strong claim. I'll be like, I don't really know. I would think it's this. And then I'll look. I'm like, okay, I was wrong. He was giddy about trying to see how Gen Z felt about it. Now it don't agree with him. And he said, I don't like stats. You have got to be kidding me. This is insane.
67 see the benefit of the economic impact. So it says down from it was 80%.
I don't be liking numbers though, cause like, how did you get that?
More money, more money, more money.
Shout out to Blona. No, this the same fool who said numbers mean. Yeah. But Blona, I don't know if you heard him. He is the one that said he don't care about numbers, but he was giddy about Gen Z agreeing with him. He was ecstatic. He wanted to know. He was like, in his brain, he was like, Gen Z don't want to hear none of this. They don't like immigrants. And now it's like half and half.
Did you get that based off who voted for Trump?
That's a good question.
What?
I don't be liking numbers though, because like, how did you get that? Did you get that based off who voted for Trump?
Yo, I can't. He thinks that they took the numbers of the statistic of people that voted for Trump and just made that the numbers of people that agree with what ICE is doing or illegal immigration. He's saying that he believes that they was like, oh, if you voted for Trump, this is your take on illegal immigration. What? There's no way these men are serious. This is a check. They got to be doing this for a check. They are doing this for a check. You don't go for, I guess this is the rap to conservative pipeline, I guess. These people that react and like Stevie and shit. How do you go from reacting to hip hop songs to being a conservative cuck that doesn't know what they're talking about with politics? Like, what is the through line of this? Because why y'all always arrive to the wrong conclusions every time? I'm not even saying you gotta be a liberal. I'm just saying that the way y'all arriving to these thought processes is just crazy to me.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, we got also put in perspective, like a lot of these immigrants already having kids that's like our age too, that grew up, that been in the
I wonder how old they are. They probably in their mid-20s.
Already long.
Oh, it says 63% of Gen Z Republicans see immigration as a U.S. problem. Only 33% of boomers agree. And then it says under half back mass deportations. But it says overall Gen Z opposes Trump's policies by the widest margin of any group, 65.
I wonder how he finna react. Let's see.
Deportations. But it says overall Gen Z opposes.
Did he say where this is from? I wonder.
Opposes Trump's policies by the widest margin of any group, 65%.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Damn.
So that's why, that's why I can see why he won in New York, especially a city like that.
He is choosing a convicted felon to advise
There you
him
go.
on public safety in the criminal justice system. Mason Lennon is a rapper who served 7 years in prison for armed robbery in the 1990s. Let's bring in Fox and Friends weekend co-host Charlie Hurt. I can't imagine why this sounds like it doesn't make sense to us. Charlie, your thoughts?
Wait, say that again, lady?
Weekend co-host Charlie Hurt. I can't imagine why this sounds like it doesn't make sense to us. Charlie, your thoughts?
It's insane. Absolutely.
It's insane. Let's see if anybody brings up the fact that Trump won the presidency as a convicted felon. Meanwhile, my son did this shit in the 90s and literally changed his life and honestly maintained his innocence. I'm not here to say he did or didn't do it. Actually, what he did say, they said he robbed him, but my son's form of the altercation is that he got into a fight with the cab driver. A tussle with the cab driver felt like he was being overcharged. The conviction, the guilty verdict was because he robbed him. But my son said he just got into a tussle with him over the money. And it could have been that my son was like, I'm not paying you for what you charged me, so I'm gonna leave. So that's probably what happened. My son probably took all his money, even though he didn't even pay what he probably should have paid if he felt like he was getting got over the cab fare. My son probably was like, I'm taking all my money, which is technically robbery, but whatever, regardless, that's not the life he lives anymore. This was in the 90s, I believe. No, yes, it was in the 90s, early 90s. So, late 90s. So, changed his life, political activist. He does mentoring for kids. He supports women, black people, ain't been in no trouble since. So who better than somebody that's been through the judicial system to then try to advocate for judicial reform, prison reform? That's honestly the best pick you could give. Meanwhile, y'all said, let's vote in a 34-time convicted felon, liable sexual abuser. This man did all this shit in his later in his life. So sued for fucking discrimination. Like, what are we talking about?
Insane. Armed robbery of taxi cab.
It didn't happen in the mid 2000s because I think he got out in 2006, right? Didn't my son get out in 2006? He did 7 years.
cab drivers in New York City.
Oh,
You would
wow.
wonder,
That's
it
crazy.
does kind of make you wonder, does this mean that maybe we can arm the taxi cab drivers in New York City against thugs like this? But that does not seem to be the concern.
Thugs like this. You voted for a convicted felon. Thugs like this? Come on, bro. He's not a real politician. He's an advisor for prison reform. I think it's judicial advisor or something like that. Yeah, my son got out in 2006. The crime happened in the 90s.
The new administration. But honestly, if you step back and you look at sort of the bigger picture here, I think what this is I think that Zohran Mamdani is concerned about his radical left flank because he has spent so much time in the last couple of weeks hobnobbing with billionaires, trying to raise millions of dollars for his transition team. And he famously went and met with President Trump at the White House, had what appeared to be a pleasant meeting there. And I think he's kind of worried, and maybe rightly so, that a lot of his radical left-wing crazy supporters think that he has gotten a sniff of power and a sniff of money, and he's going to go try to jump in bed with a bunch of billionaires. And so he's
Fox be a trip.
like this out here in order to kind of wink at them.
Yeah, I just looked it up. He got out in 2006, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there.
That's not a bad take. That was a terrible take. Why is it? It's impossible that my son Mamdani literally just believes that my son is the perfect person for this position, especially being from New York. Like, come on.
I'm still liberal, guys.
It's interesting.
Wait,
though.
what?
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there. I'm still liberal, guys.
Did he say I'm still a liberal, guys? What?
Interesting though.
This is
Fox
crazy.
News is getting on him for being a convicted felon, but they support Trump. He's also
Okay, thank you. This is the one that we think is savable. I'm glad he brought it up. Let's see this dude on the left. He loading. He got the cock in one hand. He got the lube in the other. And he is ready to go to work. He is so ready to defend Trump. But I don't see how that's possible right now. The nigga that can be saved brought it up. He said it. What's y'all think? Y'all think he gonna side with him? Or y'all think he finna just deep throat? Is he gonna be like, yeah, you right? Or he gonna go to work? I think he finna go to work. Let's see. He finna go to work. We're gonna go back. Let's see.
In order to kind of wink at them.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there. I'm still liberal, guys.
It's interesting though.
This is
Fox
crazy.
News is getting on him for being a convicted felon, but they support Trump. He's also a convicted felon.
But what they did
Oh,
is different.
I know it's
though.
completely
Yeah,
different.
it's very
I know it's
different.
completely.
Oh my God. What he did was different. What he did was different. Do you know that he's a liable sexual abuser too? Do you know about that? I think that's worse than robbing somebody. I think sexual abuse is worse than robbing somebody, especially if it wasn't a violent robbery. If it wasn't violent, it's definitely worse to sexually abuse somebody. I don't even fucking know if he knows it or gonna bring it up. Or they probably don't believe it. Or it's different what he did. He's the president. He is the president. He is the president. He has been handpicked to be a judicial advisor, advising for prison reform. He's been through the prison system. Who I honestly don't think I would think of anybody better than somebody that's been through the prison system and then changed their life afterwards and has proven to do so for over 20 years. They changed their life. They ain't been in no trouble since they've been in jail for robbery. They advocate for better prison reform. They advocate for black people. And I don't think there's anybody better.
Different. I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
One
y'all
of
gonna
them,
drop-
we think they did it for political.
I know it's completely different. I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
We think one of them that we think they did it for political gain, and one of them he actually was robbing taxis.
Okay.
How do you know he was actually robbing taxis? Why aren't you granting that Trump was actually trying to falsify documents in order to conceal what he did with Stormy Daniels to win the election? Why? I'm not saying it's as bad as robbing somebody, but what I am saying is, why are you saying like one of them was political reasons? No, he got convicted because the evidence was y'all don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what happened in that case. I bet you don't even know what the convictions was for. I bet you he don't know. I don't even know. He probably don't believe the liable sexual abuse either. He probably don't even believe that that's real.
It's valid. No, it's valid. It's valid.
That's valid. But he was probably robbing people. You don't even know. I bet you don't know how that case played out either. I do. He didn't go to court to really get the convictions or he got found guilty. I don't know if I'm not saying he didn't do it or did do it. I don't know. But regardless, You have as much reason to doubt his situation because my son maintains his innocence. Why do you think that, does Trump maintain his innocence? And even if he did, he still got found guilty. My son got found guilty. Y'all should put them both on the same playing field.
That we think they did it for political.
And then on top of that, we already know how black people get treated in the judicial system. It's honestly more believable that Trump did do the shit as being a rich white man and got convicted. It's honestly more believable that he actually did the shit than a black man of robbery, where there's no proof of it.
And one of them,
I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
we think one of them that we think they did it for political gain, and one of them he actually was robbing taxis.
Okay, that's valid. No, that's valid. That's valid.
But I ain't gonna lie, if he's supporting, no black kids, no other black kids.
We'll see. I mean, I don't live in New York City, so I'm
wrong.
past the point of commenting on this. Like if this is what they want, this is what they voted for. Who am I to say anything?
But it does seem like even in the Carmelo Anthony case, when all of that.
What he finna say about this?
That rap sheet of that one guy. What's his name?
He finna talk about the Irina Zaruska. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Even in the Carmelo Anthony case, when all of that rap sheet of that one guy. What's his name?
Dominique Alexander.
Yeah,
that's his name.
That was crazy.
The one that was supporting them and back in the family and doing all the press conferences. It seems like
I thought he was finna bring up Irina.
a lot of people was all good with that. So it just seemed like, I guess, if you commit these type of heinous crimes and then you
heinous? What? You don't even? I bet you don't know the details of it. I bet you don't know the details.
Turn into a black.
It wasn't even an armed robbery. It was just robbery.
Activist is all good.
Yeah.
And now you can get appointed.
You think he's persuading himself?
And you could get voted as president being a liable sexual abuser and a 34th-time convicted felon. Shut the fuck up.
Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter.
That's Breonna Taylor. Okay, yeah.
This proposed underwater gas pipeline that would go out near Staten Island and out to the Rockaways. Do you plan to weigh in on that?
Oh, I'm sorry. My son, it was armed robbery. I had to double check. It was armed. But his side of the story was a tussle for the cab fare. I'm sorry. It was armed.
I think you're on the record as opposing it. I'm on the record as opposing any new fossil fuel construction, and it's part of a commitment to.
And I think it says something, too, that he got the least amount of time available for the possibility of his crime.
The climate crisis. And in a case like that, I mean, there's litigation, there's people who are really going to be taking sides. So as mayor, your voice will really carry pretty far in that conversation. Do you plan to be part of that conversation?
I think I'll always make my thoughts clear as I have done now and will continue to do so. And I also look forward to the working relationship that I have with the governor, which is one that has been focused on the affordability crisis and how to deliver for New Yorkers.
Has that been part of the conversation?
Not as yet. No, the focus has been more on universal child care and the affordability agenda that I ran on.
Mamdani, like, you got to read the latest thing. It's not a crisis anymore. You're killing your bread and butter affordability because you can't let go of your old fling.
He sounds crazy, too.
Well, he's not in yet, and he's making promises because he's not actually having to govern until January. And
doesn't that sound so familiar, Kevin? Like, I love Kevin O'Leary is such a dick. Like, he's making all these promises because he hasn't got to govern. Ain't this y'all? You support the same man that said, I'm gonna end the wars on day one. I'm gonna lower all your prices. Everything's gonna be free because I'm Trump, and you guys just need to vote for me because I'm gonna get all the immigrants out. I'm gonna make everything cheaper. Gas is gonna be cheaper. All this bullshit. And what happens? He gets in and does the exact opposite and fucks up the economy. And you still suck his dick nightly and daily. Talking about you making these promises because he ain't got to govern. Are you kidding me?
I want to be fair with this guy. He ran a masterful campaign from social media. My own social people said he was incredible in figuring out algorithms on every platform. Everything he did, it was really high top quartile engagement, and he won that way. He has a big challenge, though, and you're detailing some of the policy.
And the people around Trump did the same for him. He's just not, Trump isn't tech savvy. Mamdani probably was a little bit more hands-on because he's younger, but Trump ain't Trump won because he did what people told him to do.
Decisions he has to make.
Bro, O'Leary is so annoying, bro.
This is not a country he's managing. He's managing a city with limited federal jurisdiction, limited state jurisdiction.
Now, I'm not even going to disagree. I, too, believe that Mamdani is overpromising. But he's going to, hopefully he tries, and wherever he lands, he lands. I do think that Mamdani has been overpromising for New York. But hopefully something could get done with that. You know, what they say, you shoot for the moon, hopefully you land on the star, whatever the fuck it is. You land in the stars or whatever the saying is. So if he shoots high, hopefully he lands. Trump is just incompetent, and yet you still support him. Trump has done the opposite of everything he said he was going to do, and you support him. But yet Mamdani is making promises, and you like, well, he's making promises. He can't get this.
He has to speak upstate to get stuff done or even get money. I would think somewhere between now and when he actually takes the seat as mayor.
That part, Arthur, that's crazy. I bet you they care about Epstein. And like you said, he was homies with him, but y'all mad about a nigga that robbed somebody in the 90s and ain't done a crime since. Get the fuck out of here.
He's got some soul searching to do on policy, including what.
Now, if you were talking about a murder, I could see it being hard to get over a murder. But y'all talking about a robbery in the 90s? 90s was the peak of crime.
Talking about here. Freezing in the dark because you don't have the gas is really bad campaign.
We need
bad luck.
We need decatherms.
Even your diehard supporters.
No,
what did
really
that say?
Bad campaign.
We need
bad luck.
No Starbucks, no
Even
contracts.
your diehard supporters might not continue to support
But I
you
think
then.
that's the kind of thing that, you know, and free food and free transportation, all this stuff is policy. He'll be sitting there never having managed anything, and I'm willing to give him the credit.
Y'all
that he
like
managed
the
a great
stream,
campaign,
man.
But now the hard
Like the stream.
work begins. And I actually say, as a visitor of New York waiting for my free stuff, I wish him good luck because I've been waiting for him to be mayor because I want to come to the airport here and get a free lift into the city. And damn it, I don't want to pay these hotel bills anymore. It's ridiculous. I need free, and then I want free food. Fair. I should get all.
Yeah, that's why I say it just sounds good to dumbasses.
I mean, it's always sounded good. A lot of stuff he promised,
Oh my God, this irony is crazy.
he doesn't have the power to do. So it's like, what is actually going to come from this administration? He's already asking for money. Is he going to ask people to donate money for the free government-ran grocery stores?
Yes.
How is he going to freeze the rent? Like, come on now. Like,
I just wonder, why would he not take fossil fuels for it? Like, wouldn't that bring the cost down of energy around and would bring down the cost of gas and stuff?
So I guess people are just gonna be sleeping in coal and.
What? Because y'all want to keep ignoring the fact that we have other options and that we're harming the fucking environment. Like, I don't know where they live, but I'm not saying, like, I don't have to explain this. Like, y'all just don't care that, like, the earth, that climate change is real. Like, y'all just don't care. I'm not saying it's number one on the priority list of things Americans are dealing with, but y'all are pretending like it's not a thing.
Especially, it do be cold there, too. That shit
I
weird,
don't know,
bro.
man. Yeah, man. This guy has took nothing but L's. I have not seen a dub from this guy. He said he went to Trump and he.
And saying opposing any new construction doesn't mean he's trying to get rid of any construction or of infrastructure that they have currently. Opposing new, I don't see that as being that detrimental. Because, yeah, I don't, especially in a place like New York, I don't see why that's detrimental. Do they need that in New York? I don't know. Do they need more fossil fuel construction in New York?
Completely look like he bent the knee in front of the world. That's why Trump said, you know what, brother? Go ahead. I know you got to say these type of things, you know? Because, I mean, that's just what liberals want to hear. And, I mean, he's giving them what they want to hear, and these shit's just not possible. So they're just going to take it.
But you support Trump. What the fuck? How do you think you voted for Trump? First of all, let's not pretend like you don't vote. Everybody votes for who they vote for because they like what they hear. So it's one thing to like what you hear, but it's another to, like, be gullible. Now, I think there's... To be honest, there might be a level of gullibility with Mamdani. People think that, like, he's acting like he's like a governor or a president or something damn near. But he ran a good campaign. But he actually was able to, I don't remember what he said verbatim, but he was asked as mayor, how can you actually, they asked him, how could you actually make the public transportation free? He actually had a answer that answered the question whether or not he can do it. You know, he was talking about how, you know, I could talk to the comptroller, you know, and if I got this connection with this governor, and then I talk to this person because X, Y, and Z I've seen in the past. So, you know, with the money that we take from stopping doing this, and then we could do this. Now, whether or not that happens, I can't say. But it wasn't a bullshit answer is what I'm saying. I'm not from New York. I don't know the infrastructure of New York. I only been there once and I was a teenager. So I don't know enough. But what I do know is it wasn't an answer of avoiding how difficult of a question that was. That's what I did understand. Whether or not he can do it is different than the fact that he was able to articulate an answer to a very difficult question, in my opinion, because as a mayor, that does seem like that's something that's pretty difficult to do. As a mayor, it would seem difficult that you can make public transportation free. But he had an answer that was competent. And that's enough. That he at least can understand what he wants to do, even if he can't do it. Trump just got up there and said, I'm going to make everything cheaper and I'm going to tariff everybody, and y'all thought that was a good idea.
He might actually try to make it possible.
It's not going to be possible, though. Free grocery stores and free buses I can maybe see, but I can't even see that.
I can't even see that either. It's too much. Unless you raise taxes on something. That's the only way.
Well, he does want to raise taxes on the wealthy, though. So do you not know that? That is what he wants to do.
You can do it. You got to find a way to bring money, pull money from.
There you go. See, he said you got to find a way to do it. Like, he has answers for these questions.
And now they're proposing the city council to get a pay raise.
It's a lot of money too.
Come on, bro.
Every single member.
These government officials are insane.
Yeah, it hasn't been done yet, but that could be the first thing he does when he takes office. I wonder what the odds are on that.
They're already earning enough.
I think everybody should get a pay raise, including me.
We should be thinking first about homelessness.
As long as they do the right thing, they should get some more money.
New Yorkers reacting to the majority of the city council signing on to a bill that would give across-the-board raises, not just to themselves, but to district attorneys and every other elected official, all the way up to the mayor. City elected officials have not had a raise since 2016. And in the meantime,
that's a long time. That is New York has problems, but no. 11 years? He said they ain't had a raise since 2016. That's unacceptable, honestly. That is unacceptable. That's totally unacceptable. 11 years and these people ain't got a raise. That's unacceptable, bro.
Meantime, council member Althea Stevens says she and her colleagues
that could be a problem as to people if you don't get you don't even feel respected. 11 years
have not been immune from the roughly 35% inflation during that time.
I'm a single mom. I live alone.
That could be part of the problem. You're not paying people enough to do these important jobs, and then that's just going to trickle down to the less of them. Exactly, Rasta. Like 11 years with no raise is crazy. That's actually unprecedented. And that could, I don't know New York's situation, but that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all.
To be able to pay rent, it's really been tough for me to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of employees who work for the city do get regular raises, with a good many who've
really been tough.
Percent inflation during that time.
I'm a single mom. I live alone, and so to be able to pay rent, it's really been tough for me to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of employees who work for the city do get regular raises, with a good many who now make more than city council members.
Wow. Holidays, we're out there on weekends. Our expectation is for us to be in the community on a regular basis, and so we should be able to take care of ourselves and our family at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get 20
at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get $24,000 more per year and land at $172,500.
Yeah, they see, it sounds stupid, but you can take care of family for that. It's like, now, this is a lot of money, and I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot even in New York. That's a lot. If you get $148,000 in New York, that's a lot of money. But New York is expensive as hell, and these people do a lot of fucking work. These people do a lot of work. For a official for the state of New York, or the city of New York, this is 148,000 isn't surprising to me. That's what I'll say. I'll say that. For that position in that city, that's not surprising to me.
$100.
I don't care. We're 148,000.
I don't. They're in New York. Look, they both finna tell him. Look, he's looking at them. They looking at him. Nigga, they're in New York. Isn't that the second most expensive city in the country? Like after probably fucking LA or something? Like, I don't know. I know it's between, and then I'm right there third, Chicago. I think we the third biggest city in the country, maybe fourth. But, California and New York is, bro, yeah, he don't get it. And that's how you know he ignorant. It's like San Francisco, thank you. So these guys, especially the one on the right, he knows that this is some bullshit, and I think he just treads that line of not making himself look completely retarded. And I don't know who this middle nigga is. I don't know how he behaves on a normal basis, but they both finna tell him, like, nigga, they're in New York. $148,000 as a city council member, that don't cut it. That don't cut it. That don't cut it in New York at all. As a city council member, I can afford to live in LA. I can't afford to live in the Bay. It's crazy expensive. Yeah. I don't know the demographic. I don't know exactly how California is broken down, but I just know it was in California. I knew that.
Trent is.
Bro,
You paying
$2,500.
They both telling me.
You know how much
York?
rent is?
Bro.
You paying 2 bands for a
So you're
shoebox.
telling me
out
that
there.
people they can't live affordable with that? $140,000.
He been say no.
Not in New York.
Not in New York. That exactly. Like, it's not that you can't. It's just you're pushing it in New York with that position. With this position.
Let's see.
How much is insurance?
Bro, come on, bro.
Bro, an actual home in New York, bro. Actual
Divide
rent.
that by 12, bro. Come on, man. Let's be for real. Bro, that's almost $12,000 a month, bro.
Yeah.
You're okay.
It says in Texas, $148,000 is worth $220,000 to $260,000 to maintain the same lifestyle.
Jesus Christ. They both looking at him like, what you finna look? Hey, I keep pausing it on these funny ass frames. They like, what you gonna say now? And he closing his eyes like, I'm finna try to say something as stupid as I possibly can. Like, I wonder if they in Texas. I'm guessing they in Texas because he chose Texas to read that from. But his ass goes like, I'm finna try to figure out something stupid to say.
So you got to make $260,000 out here.
He said, oh, damn, man, I guess it ain't enough. Exactly, nigga.
$260,000 to maintain the $1,000 is worth $220,000 to $260,000 to maintain the same lifestyle. So you got to make $260,000 out here to have the same kind of life.
More like
so they are in Texas. See, y'all in the fucking red state. Now, granted, I don't know what city they're in Texas, but y'all in the red state. Damn near every red state is cheaper than every fucking blue state for the most part.
5,000.
Yeah, it says the monthly cost.
Yeah, 148 to y'all. See, it's fucking stupid. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. $148,000 in freaking Oregon. No, that's not a good one. Idaho, you're rich. You're probably in the 1%. You know what I'm saying? In Idaho or Iowa or some shit. $148,000 in New York, don't cut it, sir. And that just showed how ignorant he is because he lives in fucking Texas.
Cost of a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City is $35,000 to $4,500. Yeah, it says the monthly cost of a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City is $35,000 to $4,500.
That's $35,000 to $4,500 in New York off $148,000 a month as a council member is absurd. That's absurd.
Anywhere from $500 to $600. Utilities anywhere from $200 to $250.
The thing is, Alpachi, very few people actually make minimum wage. Very few. Oh shit, you was in Chicago. That's what's up. That's what's up. You can't. Most people not making minimum wage. Like, I know people like say the minimum wage is still this. Most people that work don't make minimum wage, and if they do, they like 15 or 16.
Good. Healthcare $500 to $600.
I promise you, she's okay. There's people out there.
Why are you saying that? He literally just told you got to make $200,000 to keep the same lifestyle in Texas, and you talking about she okay? Why are you saying that?
Your total monthly expenses estimated for one single adult in New York a month $5,000 to $6,500. That's a lot of money.
She's okay.
No, she yeah.
She's getting $12,000 a month almost with that salary. I mean, maybe taxes and but you just got a budget.
Exactly. Look, you got a budget. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you're not struggling. I can see why she said it though.
But it don't even matter if she's struggling to her work. I don't know how long she been there, but these people ain't got a raise in 11 years.
She is the statue, like you said. So I mean, maybe she should get that raise for that.
Expectation is for us to be in the community on a regular basis, and so we should be able to take care of ourselves and our family at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get $24,000 more per year and land at $172,500. The comptroller would get $33,000 more, and the mayor would see a more than $40,000.
So what's that? Everybody getting like a little bit more than 30,000. Well, no. The mayor, that's a big ass raise for the mayor.
Over $300,000. Incoming Mayor Zoran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist who ran on a message
does he choose that?
of affordability, sidestepped.
Does he choose that?
The politically tricky question of pay raises earlier this week.
I'm not worried about the hypotheticals at this time.
Council members supporting the bill say this is just a pay raises earlier this week.
I'm not worried about the hypotheticals at this time.
Council members supporting the bill say this is just a jumping off point for a conversation, which is something that's mandated
Shout out,
in the
Rasta.
city charter.
I just think it's worth looking at it and, honestly listening and exploring what needs to be done.
Zoran Mamdani announced that once he takes office on January 1st, he'll
Now, why is this nigga talking? Go somewhere.
stop sweeping homeless encampments across our city. I won't criticize him on every issue, but when a policy harms New Yorkers, I have to speak up. Showing compassion for those sleeping on the streets is not a sweep. It is humane. Ending this action will create a quality of life nightmare. Just look at cities that allow encampments and you'll see the damage. Worse, leaving people to suffer in the cold isn't just neglectful, it's a disgrace. Throughout the last close to 4 years, I was adamant about cleaning those encampments because we cannot tolerate a city that turns a blind eye to human suffering. I urge the incoming administration to rethink this, and I urge New Yorkers to raise their voices. Let's call it what it is. Labeling the abandonment of our homeless neighbors as progress is a slap in the face to real progress. It's not just misguided, it's shameful, and we need to call it out for the disgrace that it is.
Why are you even doing? What are you doing right now? Why? Okay, whatever.
I mean, yeah, they did say they're finna bring the encampments back. They said they're finna let them have tents all around New York. I remember.
It's finna be Gotham City for real around.
They're finna free. He said he wants to release people from the prisons. Let the homeless people be everywhere.
Release people from the prisons. Where did he say that? Please play that.
Drugs be free, huh? Drugs. Every drug finna be legal.
Y'all, bro.
Every drug finna be legal. What is it?
There's a deeper agenda behind this. We got just too much going on. We got the Minnesota stuff going on. This going on.
What the Minnesota stuff, bro? Why these people? All right.
California, man. Then what? Guess what? That's why I think
we forgot about Chicago.
It might be China.
What the fuck? You ain't got shit. You don't know shit about Chicago.
Remember when
Shut the
China
fuck up.
Pulled up on Gavin Newsom. They cleaned up, waving the flag. Then he left back dirty. Somebody is invading this country, y'all. Because there's no way that you're gonna, as mayor, it's like, oh, let's just leave it all dirty.
Yeah, bro.
Let's just leave it dirty. Keep the shit on the ground and let's leave it dirty. They had a shit app in California.
Yeah, they do.
And so now you're elected. You say, oh, let's bring.
Yeah,
all
let
that
them
shit
just
back.
take drugs and just let them stay on the streets.
What did you do?
Let them boo boo and shit.
This shit is crazy, y'all.
There's already no trees around, so.
Man, this shit is insane. Now that might be the most insane policy. That's insane.
Mayor-elect Mamdani campaigned on progressive policies, and we're beginning to get a glimpse of what that may look like. Today, Mr. Mamdani announced that he's not going to focus on breaking up.
The problem is, Janae, they started off doing reactions to music, and they shifted to the politics.
Crazy.
Encampments, a big change from Mayor Adams. Will the shift lead to scenes that have plagued parts of California, like in San Francisco? And
this would
LA?
look bad out there.
So Mayor-elect Mamdani plans to end homeless sweeps to focus on permanent housing plans. My hope would be that he would have the housing plan together before he stops the sweeps, to then have the people, if they get swept or whatever, you have them somewhere when you take them off the streets.
NJ Burke, too crowded. With the reaction tonight. NJ?
Yeah, Mike, good question. Mamdani clearly believes that won't happen, but his approach will have to be successful. The city's going to have to make major investments in housing, and he believes that affordability is at the root of homelessness.
On the coldest day of the season.
I'm sorry. What's been helping affordability in this country right now? The tariffs. So why are they going against the tariffs?
I think, you know what I think is going to happen?
I'll be back. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I can't do this no more. That was it. That was it. I'm good. I'm good. I got too much other shit that might upset me to continue with this. I don't believe that this is real. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody that's a content creator in this chat knows what I'm finna say. When we do this, there's an element of playing up who you are and embellishing a little bit, getting into your inner you that you can't just do on a normal, because one, it takes a lot of energy, and two, it may just be a lot for people, But I'm talking to y'all through a computer screen, and I'm telling y'all everything I say, I truly believe. And this is my personality. I'm not faking who I am. Like, I am, if in real life, I am loud. I love to laugh. I love to talk. But I'm not lying. What's helping with affordability right now? The tariffs. And this is why I hope they're not going to respond to Watts. He asked to debate them. Y'all know I would, but I'm smaller than Watts, so pause. But they, if they respond to anybody, it's going to be Watts or Jew. But to sit there and say, though, tariffs are helping with the affordability when it's literally the #1 reason the country is on path to a recession is crazy. We go into another video. I don't need to see the rest because there's nothing else. I just don't believe them. I don't believe them.